can't get any words. Podcast on blast, giving you the real talk, no holding back. Can't get any worse, we'll make you see. There's always a silver lining. We'll set you free, so join the movement. Let's change the game with the Can't Get Any Worse podcast.
Welcome back to the Can't Get Any Worse podcast. What's going on, everyone? We've got a couple of fuckwits in the studio tonight. What's happening, boys?
Yeah, dude.
Couple of returning guests. We got Reid and Kody.
Yeah, fucking oath, back at it.
Yeah, yeah. Listen to them. Listen. This is what podcasting's about, everyone.
Keen and ready to go, man.
Nah, sweet. What's been happening, boys, since the last time you guys came in?
Well, it's been probably about 2 years, so a lot has happened since the last time I came in. Yeah, fuck, I don't know, just getting slightly better, slightly worse at comedy, I guess.
Oh, really? Which would you say? Which way more? Worse or better?
Lately it's been better. Before that it was worse for a while.
Yeah,
it was
right.
on downhill slope and then
It's crazy how it goes that way, eh?
yeah, fucking oath.
I was saying on this week's podcast that I released, I had a sit-down gig on Tuesday, then a good chat gig on Wednesday, and then a praise surf on Thursday. And if you had told me a praise surf was going to be my best gig of the week,
You'd never pick it, man.
100%.
It was a good gig. I was there for that. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it was a fun one, hey?
Yeah.
I was felt loose on that one. I was saying I even dropped like a joke or two just because I was talking to the crowd a bit more than I normally did.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Do you reckon it's the stage? The addition to the stage?
Maybe. I don't know.
It was actually pretty lit.
I think...
Were you there? No, you weren't there.
No, but I was there the week before when you MC. Was that the week before when you MC?
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking
No,
fun.
I MC that. And then the next week that Jimmy was talking about, they put a fucking like delivery crate that they like get food on or something.
like a pallet.
Yeah,
like a pallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. A pallet. And yeah, it was just standing on a pallet.
It's funny that
Kind of cool.
makes a difference though.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
this high off the ground.
But just to like everyone knows, dedicated spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You're just
definitely.
slightly above people, so you're like,
And they
oh,
removed those
right
chairs behind you, so that was fucking sick.
now.
Yeah, it's
It's getting better.
I think it's I fucking love that room, hey. I don't know how it's not bigger than it is.
Hell yeah!
Because
Shout
it's
out to
a
Alex
fucking
May.
2-hour drive.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Everyone.
Fair
But
call.
it is good. I know what you mean. It's fun because it's just loose, man. It's like it's gonna go good or bad.
Yeah.
You just fucking take it as it comes. I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. I think that's what I like about it is just there's zero pressure. Like the sit down and good chat gig, I was like, oh, fucking pressure's on here. I'm gonna fucking bomb. And then I just went down there and just fucked around. And I'm like, oh, this is what comedy's all about.
They were for it too. I mean, they pulled back on some stuff, but it was like
your stuff.
Yeah,
relatively, it was
Yeah.
fucking. They were all for it.
yeah. I dropped. Are you talking about my set or yours?
Yeah, mine wasn't particularly great either, but like yours, you definitely got more laughs.
Yeah. Nah, because second joke in, I dropped my retarded joke that I'm doing at the moment, and they just full fucking pulled back, and I was like, oh shit. And then next joke
The
was,
retards in the crowd.
yeah. And then next joke I did a joke about getting fucked by my wife with a strap on, and they fucking lost it. I'm like, oh, you guys pulled back on that retarded gear, but he's like getting fucked in the ass. And then I'm like, hands up, who's been fucked in the ass here? And this cunt's the only one that put his hand up.
And everyone looked at me like, oh, and I was like, fuck, I thought
Yeah, I think we were all gonna do it.
We're all here for fun.
we don't all do that.
But fucking hell, what about you, Kody? Would you say you're getting better or worse at comedy?
Say better. We're doing the show.
Yeah, no,
Don't blow it yet.
they're going good. I'm definitely getting better. Definitely getting looser on stage, which is super fun. But my attention has been in multiple directions. Been doing comedy, open mics, and then just transitioned into fight announcing recently.
Nice.
I'm now
Reid's
like,
transitioning as well.
Gender wise, but yeah.
maybe I could announce you in a boxing match or something.
Yeah, that'll be the shit out of some shit.
Nah, sorry, carry on.
No, but
Muay Thai announcing?
Yeah, Muay Thai announcing for Muay Thai League MTL, which is fucking what a wild ride that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's so many fucking aspects to it. Like everyone before me has been doing it for 20 years. I've literally only done like 3 or 4 gigs
Yep.
doing it. and yeah, they got me as their resident MC.
Yeah, it's sick.
Fuck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking.
Must be daunting to go up when everyone else is like 20 years in and you're fucking fresh.
Oh, it's ridiculous, and I'm live on pay-per-view.
For real?
Yeah, people pay to watch, and I am there the whole night. I'm just a nagging injury
Do you
just throughout the whole thing.
do you try like crack any jokes or anything, or it's just
No,
fucking
no,
strict
that-
fucking?
I did do one of my first gigs. Shout out to Emerson Powell. He dropped out of an MC gig for one of his local like gym fight nights, and then he was like, oh fuck, I can't do it. And then he messaged me. He's like, you're the guy to do it. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. Because they wanted a comedian and a fight announcer, and I was like,
And you're neither of those two things.
well, yeah, and
I can do it.
But yeah, like it was just to say yes and then figure it out from there. And then I was there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like there was like an intermission or some shit." And he's like, "Yeah, crack some jokes." And I fucking told some dick jokes, and it did not go down well at all. Lots of people that look like they were just like plain face. They wanted to fucking murder me, but
hell yeah.
we got through.
Most of
and
the
it was-
crowds that I performed in.
I mean, it is a
No,
pretty
this was
serious
rough.
environment. It's two dudes just about to beat the fuck out of each other.
literally.
You're just making a mockery of it.
So it was so disgusting, and yeah, got paid for that, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, cool, I'll keep doing it." And then Shane Hunter recommended me to contact Muay Thai League because Lorna Bremner, she's I think she's still a comedian, writer. She produces MTL. She gave me the opportunity, and yeah, from
nice.
there. So yeah, next event MTL 12, September 21st at the
Nice.
Sopo in the Gold Coast.
Fucking, we're doing plugs. If you go to that 21st, 22nd, come Distillery Road.
Live on Combat Sports, livecombatsports.com for the pay-per-view.
I can't beat that, but live on my Instagram, I'll fucking film the whole thing.
No, your boys should come actually. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah,
maybe.
fuck yeah, that'd be sick.
Have you ever been to a fight?
Nah. Oh, not
Yeah.
a live one now.
I went to a couple of, not Eternal, what was the other MMA one? Had like an X in it, I think. XFC. I went to a couple of those,
Nice.
yeah.
At Mansfield Tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Fuck
brutal. Because I remember like, because before I went to that, I'd watched UFC for maybe like 6 or 7 years or something. Then I went to XFC at Mansfield, and just hearing the impact in person of someone getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that must be
Fuck,
brutal.
yeah, I was like, Jesus
Yeah, there's some
Christ.
killers in XFC, man.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, and it's interesting that this has all sort of come about, the comedy leading into the fight announcing, and then hopefully try and start something in the space as far as podcasts go with fighting, whatever.
Yeah.
But like the talent bed here in Australia is so deep.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
insane, hey?
we have no idea what's going to happen in the next 2 years with the amount of fucking killers that are getting put into the UFC, even getting shots at the UFC.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a few Aussies going over for the Contender Series and shit
Yeah.
at the moment, so that's
And
pretty sick.
even big space like Muay Thai being like I'm announcing people that are coming out and they've had 400 fights.
Yeah, that's nice.
Some
hey?
Thai dude I'm about to announce, he's had 350 amateur fights and then 250 wins professional
Yeah.
and like 50 losses.
That's crazy that he
That's nuts.
it's like that.
I've never
Can
been in
you
a fight
believe
in
it?
my life, man. I've
Right?
never
And
been in a
I'm
single fight.
gonna fuck up his name and he's gonna fucking kill me
No shade against that guy, but why so many amateur fights before he became pro?
because he was 6 years old.
Oh, true.
Then
I
it's
was gonna
school
say-
fights.
I was going to say, if I got 350 open mics in before someone was like, oh, here's a fucking paid spot, I'd kill myself.
Wait, have you ever been in a fight before?
Nah, nothing proper.
Yeah.
Just
No
like,
problem. I've done some sparring.
yeah.
No, but like a fight, like a school fight or like anything like that. Street fight.
So,
Oh,
my-
dude, I run away.
yeah, there was a big,
Same, dude.
there was like a stigma at my school that I could fight, and I don't know where the
you
fuck it
start
came.
that
No,
He's
I-
missing a chromosome.
I didn't start it, and then I was like, yeah, 100%, and then just fucking kept it going. And then I remember, like, because I played rugby league outside of school just with a bunch of fucking ferals, and when we turned 18, every game, all they wanted to do from kickoff was just punch the fuck out of the other team, and I'm like, I just want to play some footy, boys. So, like, I'd have to find some other pansy on the other team, and we'd just hold each other's jerseys and just wait for everything to die down.
Do a tunnel. As all the bloody warriors come in.
But so some big news. I could have a Like, fingers crossed. I got my fingers crossed so hard for this. I could have a fight on Anzac Day next year,
What
maybe.
the fuck, cunt?
You could. Who would?
Don't disrespect the
Maybe.
troops like that.
No,
what are you
it's-
talking about?
It's paying homage,
Yeah.
man. I think.
It's with fucking, my fight is with Al Qaeda. No, fucking, there was like a podcast royale this year down the Gold Coast. You guys hear about that?
I saw you post.
I seen you
Oh, yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so all the big podcasters went and fought each other at the Gold Coast Convention Centre this year. Sold it out and everything.
Fucking ridiculous.
Got mad publicity, and then they announced a couple of weeks ago they're doing like version 2 of it next year. And they're like,
You're going to
"Fuck it."
train for it.
They're like, anyone?
Let's go,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I'll find out in the next couple of weeks whether like my thing's
Man,
been accepted, but there's fucking zero
You got to
chance.
fight Buster Kirby, man.
Yeah,
You can beat the fuck out of Buster.
he's already got a fucking. He reckons he's fighting on it. He reckons.
True.
He reckons he's already got an opponent and shit.
Yeah,
But yeah, Buster, if your opponent falls out,
Jimmy will fucking smash you.
Love to-
Super heavyweights.
love to smack you around for a few rounds. No,
Who the fuck else? Like, what other podcasts?
Is that your first call
really
out?
exist around
Is that your first ever fight call out? Who are you fighting?
So there's me and this other dude on the Gold Coast that have just been bickering over fucking Instagram stories and shit. But he's the nicest cunt I've ever fucking met.
Could you smash him there?
No, he's a fucking tank.
Oh shit!
I went after a prey on Thursday night. He was on Instagram Live and I jumped on and he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "At Burleigh." He's like, "Fucking come to the tattoo shop. I'm just watching the footy." And I'm like, "Okay." And that was the first time I met him. And I was like,
you went.
yeah. I saw him eye to eye and I'm like, fucking hope my application gets denied.
Really?
Yeah, he's an
That's
ex
so
fucking
funny.
he's an ex footy player and shit.
Oh
so-
yeah.
Oh, you'll be right. Boxing's fine.
Yeah.
Boxing's
I mean,
a
I've got that.
one-dimensional sport.
As long as everyone from my school comes with the stigma that I can fight, I'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah, you need the crowd cheering you
Yeah,
on, man.
I'll be in there, Jimmy.
Then I just need something to happen before the fucking bell rings.
win or lose, though, if you get in there, that's fucking mad respect to you, bro. That's
Yeah,
fucking-
Yeah,
I'd
that
be-
would be crazy, man. I couldn't even.
I mean,
imagine
it
getting
is-
in the ring.
it is cringy, like that whole influencer boxing
Yeah.
thing. But like, man, I credit to anyone that can get in there. Eh?
Yeah, so that
Throw
like
some hands
this year's one
with
was
no shirt too. You're gonna wear. Jimmy's gonna wear a shirt.
I'll be wearing a rashie.
Long sleeve.
Yeah, you've got to go shirtless, eh? Long sleeve.
Fuck yeah, man.
I think you have to go shirtless.
BCF fishing shirt.
Oh fuck.
Just a big bass on the front.
Yeah.
Man, you should do that. That would be fucking hilarious.
I don't think you can. I think there's like rules against it, isn't there?
Oh, I mean, what?
What are you
wearing a
saying? I
shirt.
can't wear my fucking fishing shirt in the boxing ring
That's un-Australian, man. To deny a man wearing his
on
fishing shirt.
on Anzac Day.
Insecure. I'm not insecure. I'm sponsored.
Sponsored by
Fucking
PCF.
But
Fuck yeah.
what's going on in your world, Reid? Anything changed in the world of science? You still a scientist?
I'm barely a scientist.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, man. I don't
You're like
know.
a Nazi Andrew Huberman.
Can two
Isn't
alright.
he a Nazi? I thought he was a Nazi as it is.
Can two men produce a child yet, or we're still working on that?
We're still trying. You know, we'll get there one day. If you try hard enough, you can do anything. So,
As if that's not in your act, bro.
what?
That you're a scientist,
Yeah, I
It
don't know.
blew
Trying
my
to-
mind
trying
when
to
I found
talk
it out,
about
eh?
right? you wouldn't think it about
You
it.
wouldn't pick it. Man.
Dude, it was like fucking. How's this? Distillery Road, the last Distillery Road gig. Lloyd Bendel was on the lineup and he was first up. And like 15 minutes after the show was meant to start, I'm like, "Where the fuck are you?" Call him. I'm like, "Where are you?" And he goes, "I'm just pulling into the car park." And in comes a fucking Mercedes coupe, like a fucking flash one. And I'm like, "Oh, Lloyd must be behind that." Just cruises up to me, winds the window down. He's like, "Hey, how you going?" Just Lloyd just down in this fucking Merc. I'm like,
Really?
You said that, I mean, you probably stole it.
I'm like, "Cunt, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, what?" I'm
That's
like,
so funny.
that's such a Lloyd thing to do.
Is that his car? Or did
Yeah.
you fucking borrow it or something?
yeah,
his
he
girl's
stole it.
car.
No, he reckons it's his car, so fuck it.
No, I don't believe him.
I mean, he crushes, dude.
He does. He's probably having an ice cream right now.
Sponsored.
Well, we all fucking sit here finger popping each other all night. Nah,
Okay, well, what's going on in your world, man? You've asked us.
Oh, finally.
You've fucking
Finally.
asked. You've asked me twice. Asked Kody. Cody ran for about a 10-minute rant. So
yeah,
what's going
I
on?
was
in your
hoping
world?
you had similar fucking.
I got nothing. man.
Yeah, nah, swear.
Science is stagnant at the moment. Nothing new's happening.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, I'm just fucking comedy, podcast, work, family, repeat. That's it.
That's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I'm fucking. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at in podcasting and comedy at the moment.
No, dude, I respect the hustle to do it yourself. Just not relying on anybody.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
good decision.
I don't know. You guys probably haven't been listening to the podcast recently, but been
I listened to that.
I did some
see the
research before
Instagram
I came.
reels.
no, I went through like a bit of a fucking mental breakdown a couple of weeks ago.
Jesus.
That's gone.
I'll look at that one.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
check that
Oh,
episode out.
it's legit been since like April, so you've got a lot of fucking listening to do. But no, over the last couple of weeks, I sat down and had a think, and I'm like, fuck, things aren't that bad, eh? Like I'm fucking. If you had told me 12 months ago that I'm making a decent turnover in comedy per month now, like I'm making, like I'm not covering my costs.
You're making money in comedy?
Yeah.
What?
well.
Way to
The
brag.
bulk of it's coming from fucking running my own show at Distillery
course,
Road.
yeah.
But no, I'm probably getting like 2 paid gigs a month now, which is pretty fucking
dope.
sick. Yeah. And then podcast is slowly back on the up again after a dip in numbers like back then. I think everyone just got sick of me coming on here and crying every week.
Really?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Is it hard doing the solo one, you reckon? Or is it easier?
I like it. Like obviously at the start it was hard as fuck, but once I had 4 or 5 under my belt, I was like, this is actually pretty fucking sick. And like, yeah, now I'm enjoying it. So that's like you guys will be coming out on Thursday. So eventually I'm aiming to have solo pod come out Tuesdays, guest episodes Thursdays, and then just pump 2 episodes every week, which
Fucking
up
hell,
until this week, I didn't realize how much fucking work that is.
dude.
But
It's double what you were doing before.
yeah, it's
Oh,
fucking,
dude, you're taking it seriously. It's cool.
yeah, 100%. And that's what I said this week. After the next 2 weeks, I'll fucking really be able to tell if this is what I want to do, because I'm pumping out 4 podcasts in 2 weeks. I'm going away on my first little tour this weekend. And yeah, just fucking hours.
Podcast tour or comedy tour?
Comedy, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, James O'Connell's taking me away with him. So
Sounds romantic.
Yeah,
Okay,
me-
where he's gone.
Nanango Friday night and then Roma Saturday night. So fun little rural
Roma?
tour. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like the tomato.
Yeah, known for their tomatoes, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good though, I reckon, man. If you get a good... How many people live there? Like 50?
No, I think there's fucking more than that. I think
the whole
like,
town out.
from all reports, like their last show there was pretty fucking mint. Like close to, I don't know.
Bro, regional spots will surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
they're
mean-
fucking good, man. The crowd's always sick, I reckon.
Me, Alex, Shane Hunter, and Anna, we rocked up to a place called Billa Wheeler. It was probably one of the last, I think it was like the second last stop before the Sunshine Coast last year. And fucking, it was like a fucking town meeting. There was like literally 200 people there.
Yeah.
Everyone's yelling, complaining.
Literally putting forth fucking legislation and shit. Was fucking.
Then you said Billy Wheeler, like a town we'd never heard of.
You've never heard of it?
Of course I've heard of
Oh, what the
Billy
fuck?
I've
I've
heard of it.
literally never
Everyone's
heard of it.
Billy Wheeler.
I was like, what the fuck is this fucking town? Me and Max were driving in. We're like, cunts, what are you doing here? Like, yeah, bleep it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Bleep what out?
You
Max?
say cunt?
No.
Yeah, bleep out Max's
Max.
name. Please
He
do
doesn't
that.
want to be mentioned on this podcast, man.
What's going on, Max? I know you'll fucking listen to this because these 2 boys are on it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he's a fucking dog.
Yeah. We'll plant this for him to message us and go, thanks for the shout out. So if you
Yeah,
don't message
big-
us, Max.
Please put a photo of him up bombing on stage. That'd be great.
Do you have one?
I do.
We've all got one.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but boys, let's talk business here.
Let's rip into it, eh? I was about to do it, but fucking...
Let's talk business. We've got a show coming up, the 3 of us, 7th of September.
No.
Wait, no?
Fuck
17th.
it. Oh, my God. Maybe I will take it away.
Yeah, please.
So the 3 of us have fucking put our foot in it and applied for the Goodchat Fringe Festival. I said yes because I thought we were no chance of getting accepted.
No chance.
And then we got the green tick. So the 3 of us fucking... How keen were you to do it this year? Because
Same as you, man. I was like real keen to do it, and I was like, fuck yeah, thinking
Yeah.
that I'd get rejected. And then when I got approved, I was like,
Yeah, because we applied last... Yeah.
now I need to have a show.
Yeah, because we applied last year, got rejected, and then I thought, I was like, oh, be the same this year. They got their fucking heavy hitters they have and shit like that. So I'll entertain Reid's idea of entering it.
Yeah,
Somehow
thanks, Reid,
slip
for putting
through.
that forward. That was cool.
Yeah, now I'm fucking.
Now we got to fucking perform.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Need to write 15 minutes of material.
Just another mic, dude. Just another mic. No, but it's hilarious. Our poster is the best looking one out of all of them.
Yeah, I like it. It's grown on me.
It is growing on me. Huh. Looks like something's growing on me. I fucking am pissed
Yeah, I
off
mean,
as
you
fuck.
know, it's a poster, so
Yeah.
we got what we asked for.
Yeah,
we
well,
asked for a poster, we got a poster.
Yeah, I took my headshots right there where you guys are sitting.
Did you really? Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck, man, lucky
Yeah,
you.
You'll notice that black wall. So, but
I thought I'd seen this before. I was like, that looks black wall looks familiar.
yeah, not quite up to you guys where you can pay for your professional headshots and shit like that.
Yeah, but I also paid to have like the gayest experience of my life. So I don't know if it was a net win.
God, I was laughing so hard when fucking hell.
It's the pink background for me.
I just like
I like that one actually. I like that one.
No,
the
it's a
most,
good
but,
photo.
man.
Yeah.
The act of doing it was like
Yeah.
so fucking gay.
It's
man,
not-
to
it-
like look
Yeah.
at the camera and shit. Oh man, in public, and there's like people.
Did he
fucking
tell you to
screaming
perk
right
your
now.
lips?
No, I just did that because I knew they'd look good.
yeah, that's the thing. The whole like your headshots, I think they look fucking sick, but it's the whole act of just posing for how long did it take?
Out days, man. It felt like it lasted for eternity, man. It was like, you know, when you're bombing and it just goes on and on. That's what it was like. And when like in public, there's people walking past looking at me and shit.
Fuck
It was
that.
good. And you know what I thought? I was like, they're looking at me thinking, this guy thinks he's hot enough to have a photo shoot done, and he's this fucking scummy looking rat sitting at the front of fucking Aldi. It was, it was
fuck.
cringe. But you know, thanks, Chris, for doing.
Shout out.
No shade on
No,
Chris.
shout out to friend of the show, Chris
fucking
Walters.
honestly, like he did a great job. I don't know how the fuck he managed to make me look good, but damn, just it was so uncomfortable to get it done. Fucking hell.
Yeah, because he did yours as well.
He did do mine, last year. It was
Yeah.
good fun. Got
Chris, throw a dog a bone. Throw a poor dog a bone.
it. Yeah.
No,
You do get a
don't do
shout out
that.
on the podcast.
I can give you a discount if I refer you. You get a
Oh,
discount.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is that legit?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
fucking
pretty
hell.
cool.
Anyone want headshots? I'll refer you. Make someone want me back.
Yeah, right.
But, I think you're getting yours done in front of your kids. That was
That was
so much funnier,
so
man.
fucking torturous, eh?
If I had to see my dad get a photo shoot, then fucking hell. I can't even imagine how fucking
The respect.
Yeah,
Oh, it'd be
they lost.
fucking gone, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all I ever saw my dad do is fucking get up at 3 o'clock, put his work boots on, go to work, and just fucking come home at night time.
Yeah.
And then I'm just here going, fucking
smiling
gay
with the camera.
photos taken.
In your podcast studio, man. Fuck, your kids must think you're gay as fuck.
Dude, how's this? I fucking picked my oldest son, Westy, up from school the other day, and all his friends are like jumping around, all excited. And Westy comes over with his friends. He's like, "Oh, Dad, I told everyone today you're a fucking famous YouTuber." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
I'm
Westy.
like, "What?" And then all his friends are like, are you a YouTuber? And I'm like, "Nah." And Westy's like, "Yeah, you put your podcast on YouTube, so you're a YouTuber." And I'm like, "Cunt,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up." No, I'm not.
You don't want them to see the views that you get.
Yeah, exactly.
You
They'll
just
lose,
like rack up 1,000 views.
yeah, they'll lose all respect.
Yeah,
Did I-
that's what you need, man. Get your kids like disseminating it through the school.
Yeah.
So you got like, I don't know, there's probably 1,000 kids at this school.
And their parents are like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, fuck.
I almost got fucking arrested at the school the other week.
What?
Well, not legit, but
What for, dude?
legit.
You're not meant to be there.
Allegedly. Yeah.
From now on, I'm not. No, dude. Westy started playing PlayStation a fair bit, and he's obsessed with Fortnite. I don't know if you guys have ever played
Of course,
that.
yeah. Fucking
But obviously, him and all his little mates play each other every night, and blah blah blah.
hey,
and
how
they-
old are they?
7.
7.
Yeah,
They play Fortnite online.
yeah.
Man, that's wild.
It is, eh?
But-
Dude, the amount of friend requests Westy gets a day, he's like, "Oh, this dude wants to add me." And I'm like, "Who is it?" He's like, "I don't know. He's just playing in a game with me and asked me to be his friend." And I'm like, turn your mic on. It's just like, "Hey."
Hey, kid.
Yeah. But one of Westy's little friends, he plays Fortnite all the time. And he's always like Westy's not the best at it, right? He'll admit it. But I'm a weapon, right? So all the time, Westy's friends like, oh, can your dad play with me so we get on higher levels and shit like that? And so I play with him every now and then just for fun, as weird as it is.
So you play.
I play with
your sons.
I play with 7-year-olds, right?
You're like, hey,
And I trust
my son's account.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the seed.
Yeah, fucking hell, that's funny.
I
But
hit puberty early.
yeah, I didn't like. I knew it wasn't right. Okay, but then I did school.
I don't think it's necessarily wrong.
Yeah, there was nothing. I wasn't fucking being a weirdo about it. I was just playing a fucking game.
They don't have the age next to their username in the game.
But again, I did the school pickup, and this kid comes running over to me in front of all the other fucking parents, right? And he's like, "Oh, James, can we play this afternoon?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing to me right now?" And all these other parents are like side-eyeing me because they know he's not my kid, and I'm like, I got Westy in the car. I'm like, I'm not fucking playing with your friends anymore. It's weird as fuck.
Brother, no
You look
way.
into things way too deep. Like, surely they're probably like, oh, this dad's just playing with this kid whose father is too busy
Looking
to play
into
with
it
him.
deeply?
Yeah.
You have to look
Dude,
into
I
it
look into
deeply.
everything so deeply.
What are you
I think it's
talking
just
about?
nasty.
That's predatory behavior.
He's just playing fucking PlayStation with him. Depends what you
bro,
were wearing,
that's
how
cold.
late you played.
Yeah.
How late do you play with him?
Oh, I don't know. Not like,
Like 6 p.m.
yeah, till
Okay,
like
that's
7
right.
o'clock or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not laying in bed and then when I know Westy, like Nikita and the
When your
kids
wife
are
falls
asleep.
asleep. Do you DM him? You up?
Oh, fucking hell. That's
Are you a straight shooter
like on
in the
Fortnite.
game? Yeah. Like, are you more of like a shooter or a builder?
No, I play zero builds. Fuck that
Zero
shit.
building.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or a builder?
Yeah, all these little
Can you
friends.
build kitchens?
Yeah, but fuck me. I've got enough trouble trying to like zone in on shooting some cunt than to go fucking quick. I'm going to build a house and stand on it. Like, no, I'm fucking it off in a couple of months. The new Call of Duty's coming out, and that's got my name all over
Is that
it.
the new Black Ops?
Yeah, Black Ops 6.
Yeah, wow.
See how it goes, eh? We took a bit of a tangent there on the show. Did we even say the like title and shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
it's called.
So,
Yeah, right.
Back to the
Reid,
show,
Reid,
yeah.
do you want to say since you came up with it?
I didn't come up with it. Anna Brennan came up with it, so
Oh,
shout
did
out
she?
to her.
Shout
Yeah, I
out to
told you
Anna.
that. I told you
right.
both that. I'm not taking credit for it. She came up with it, so it's a good title. Too Far is the
Yeah.
show title.
Yep. Makes sense.
What's the date?
17th of September. 7
And
o'clock.
what's the time? Oh, okay. Well, then you
7
say
PM?
something now.
Yeah, right. Because Anna commented on my post I did yesterday. She's like, "Oh, nice show title," and I was like, "Oh, that seems sincere." But now I know she came up with it, and I went to comment back to her. I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Reid came up with it." And then my next sentence,
Thank God you didn't. God.
my next
Reid took
sentence,
all the credit for it.
my next sentence was I wrote down what I wanted to call it. So I wanted to call it "White Men Can't Joke." Why did the camera just fucking glitch out then? Is that still recording? You guys keep talking while I check that.
White man can't joke.
Look.
Look,
Well, yeah. Oh, what were you going to say?
it is crazy, like with these show titles, like white man can't joke. Like, imagine if that was like, you know, like got flagged or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
there's a guy. I just was on like a Zoom meeting with him, a Zoom workshop. His name's Mickey something. I can't remember. He's up in Darwin. He was trying to do an Adelaide Fringe Festival, and he got pushed back because his show name was like, did you just assume, what is it? I can't remember. It was like, did you
White
just
N-word or something?
no, did you just assume, oh fuck.
My gender?
remember. It was like playing on those words.
Yeah, okay.
Did you just assume my personality? That's what it was.
That's what it was, and I got
Yeah.
flagged.
And it got flagged because it
Yeah.
was transphobic.
Oh my God.
So I imagine that white man can't joke
Yeah.
would not have made it through.
Yeah.
Well, when I wrote it
Filters.
down in script, and I was like, "Oh, it's got no context about it." I'm like, "Oh, that doesn't look good in writing." So I backspaced it.
Who's Wesley Snipes?
Oh fuck! The camera just glitched out, and I'm fucking
no.
hoping that the first half of that is on the memory card. So it's flashing at us now, which means it's recording.
That's gay.
That
It was
is
flashing before, I think so.
Yeah, I saw it flashing, so I think it just glitched out for whatever reason. Anyway,
But yeah, boys, I'm very excited to do a split bill show with you guys. I'm opening up
oath.
the show. It'll be pretty fun. We're doing 15 minutes each, yeah?
I think that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking hell. If you can do 15 minutes, man.
If you can do 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I'm like, can I do?
I don't have 15 minutes. No, I'm
Yeah.
just-
Have you guys started playing with what you're gonna fucking?
Nah. I've been like
Save
in
that
a
for September
spiral of
16th.
depression for the last 6 months. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. But
Yeah.
I haven't got anything written down yet. So
Yeah, I basically just got like a piece of paper the other day and just wrote down all my bits, and then I guess I'll pick and choose from that and maybe throw a new one or two in there that I'll try leading up to.
I know
it.
I want to keep it kind of fresh because I'm like, most likely the crowd's going to be made up of our friends
Yeah.
and family.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, they've seen all my shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to at least throw some of my new shit in there. So I've probably got like 5 new minutes that I'll probably cram in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
You got anyone coming?
Yeah. Well, probably just like my mates and stuff. Talia's friend came over tonight. She reckons she's going as well. So it's like,
Have they bought tickets?
we've got a couple of, I think she has. I think she's bought tickets.
cool.
We wouldn't know.
We'll
'cause
never know.
We have no idea.
I know that we've got at least 7 people coming.
Fuck yeah.
Minimum.
Hell yeah, dude.
So that's cool.
Nice. Have they given proof of purchase?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Well,
what-
proof. Like what? I got to ask them for proof. They're like, hey, I bought a ticket.
You're fucking
Just go,
receipt.
just go look. The three of us are really self-conscious that no one's going to rock up. So can you prove
We
to
need
me?
to know.
Need to put it in my Excel spreadsheet.
Nah, yeah. No, I'm keen as fuck. I think it should be fun. Like when, like I said, when you first threw the idea around, I just said yes for the fuck of it because I didn't think we were going to get through. And then when we got accepted, I was like, fuck, like shitting my pants. But now I'm like back on the keen side.
Yeah, especially because it's so short notice too. I'm the same. Like I'm keen because I know that I've got the 15 minutes right. But when we first got approved or whatever, like fucking a week ago, I was like, oh shit. Like, we have like 3 weeks to fucking sell the show, get the fucking headshots and all that shit done, like get the whole process rolling. But now it's mostly done, so it feels good. I have no gigs. I have nothing
really?
until that night. That's my first gig I've got in my calendar. I'm not to fucking
No.
do some dog shit over mic to fucking flush some of this shit out, I guess. But
You're going to have to, eh?
I think so, yeah.
Have you guys found yourselves, like, as of late, if I haven't done a set for like a week or so, I'll just like fuck up hard. Yes. Everything's fucking out tonight. Yeah. Do you guys like find that if you don't stay tuned,
yeah.
like stay tuned in and shit, you just forget your bits and
Yeah, fucking
Oh,
oath.
totally. Yeah.
I was, because at the start of the year when I was like doing way more uni, I was fucking, I went through like probably like a 3 or 4 month stage of doing like 1 or 2 gigs a month, man. And I was just bombing every time, man. Like they were just bad because I wouldn't even prepare. I'd just like get in the car and drive there on the way to the gig. I'd like talk about what jokes I'm going to do in my head. Then I'd get there and just eat a fucking dick on stage, man. Like over and over and over again. Fuck, it was bad, eh? That was the downward slope I was talking about before.
And then you're like, we should enter a show.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it couldn't get any worse than what I'm experiencing right now, right? So fuck, let's put this on the main stage.
fuck yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally. I pre-booked a pre surf
Okay.
every week. So I'm doing that for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, nice.
2 weeks. 2
Okay, I
weeks.
might
leading
try
up.
jump on one of those as well.
Yeah, dude.
I think I
Yeah,
remember
it's been lots of
seeing
fun.
that in like 2 weeks or something.
Nice.
I think it might be after our show. I think it might be the Thursday
Oh,
after our show.
Right. No,
I'll
that's
just go and cry.
We should all do Abra Surf together. We should try get on the lineup and all just run the light and just do 15 minutes and
Right.
and just all of us do our
I reckon if we
show.
told Alex, he would do it.
I reckon you could run the light for 15 minutes and get away with it at Abra Surf. But we probably should run it by him. But you know,
I mean, it'd be polite.
it'd be polite. But I reckon you can get away with
I
it.
mean, follow the Sam Talent rule. I think
What? Ask
Just
for
run the light.
forgiveness. Oh yeah.
run the
Okay.
light.
Shout out to Sam Talent if you're listening.
Yeah.
He is listening. He's a fan of mine.
He did commit to coming on the show until he touched ground in Australia and then pulled the pin on me. So
He'll be back, man.
yeah, no.
Don't rule it out. Just-
No hate.
Still,
Don't burn this bridge.
I'm not
man.
holding a fucking grudge. All right.
Maybe you need to go to America and do a circuit there. Like
Yeah.
you need to take your podcast over there
Yeah.
and go around and interview
That'd be
everyone.
sick.
Yeah. It would be sick.
yeah. Is there any like future plans that you have for the podcast? Like, are you?
Yeah, I think the next step is that Tuesday, Thursday thing I was telling you about. in theory, get double the downloads a week. And then I'm hoping by Christmas, I can get a sponsor to jump on board. A couple in mind, but whether or not they say yes.
Manscaped.
Oh, yeah. How's this right? I didn't know. So you listen to all these podcasts and they're like, oh, sponsored by Manscaped. Anyone can get fucking sponsored by Manscaped. Like, I could get sponsored by Manscaped. They don't actually pay, like, until you're one of the big guys, then they start to pay you.
Yeah.
But I can be sponsored by Manscaped and then they just pay me whoever uses my fucking discount code.
Your referral code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It is, yeah. So I've seen all these podcasts and I'm like, how the fuck have they been sponsored?
Maybe you should start doing. We should delete this and just start doing it, so people would think that you're sponsored by Manscaped. So they're like, "Oh, this podcast is clearly."
Do you have a
big.
Manscaped?
Yeah.
Do you have a Manscaped?
Nah, is
I
it
have a
good?
Manscaped.
Because I got a shit razor. It's fucking
Well,
terrible.
I've got some stories to tell about that.
Go on, and we need some
Yeah.
stories.
No,
man.
dude, this
Come on.
is very
I'm
embarrassing.
gonna save it for later.
This is very, very embarrassing. But
I bet it's not, man.
I was I have a girlfriend now, but
Yeah.
these stories they still live true. I was sleeping with this MILF. She was like 38 years old, and she was like, come over, and I was like, fuck, all right. So I quickly like got in the shower, right?
Fuck yeah.
And cause I didn't use the guard. I don't use the guard.
I didn't know it had a guard.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You're a dangerous
like,
man, Jim.
So like just full ball, like bare back on
Fuck yeah.
on my shower. It just nicks it.
Ooh, yeah.
Just a little nick. And I was like, oh no, it would not stop bleeding. It would not stop bleeding. And I'm about to tell the grossest story. I don't even know if I want to tell this.
No, keep going, man. We need this. We need content. Jimmy needs to clip this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so
is the
embarrassing.
clip.
But like, I was like, oh shit, what do I do? Right? I'm bleeding. I've just told her I'm coming over.
Wait up. Should we talk about what we would do in this situation? Jimmy, what would you do if your dick was bleeding and you were about to go bang some chick?
I would just go, yeah, fucking pull the trigger. Let's go.
Exactly what I did, boys.
I'd put a piece of toilet paper on it.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
And coagulate it,
Right?
you know,
And
as a
scab it up.
science man.
Scab it up, right?
Scab it up.
But
Scab it up.
condom and like, you know, the juiciness in the condom doesn't like that. And fuck, it looked like I was on my period, cunt. It was disgusting.
So all the blood was in the condom.
What?
Yep.
What if, like, say the lights are off, right? And
That's
you
awesome.
finish, she flicked them on, and she's like, "Oh, you've got scabs too." And then she just had the rankest,
No, that would never have
she
happened.
just had the rankest puss.
No, she was
Jesus
very beautiful.
Christ.
Very-
Too far.
Yeah, too far. 17th of September.
So yeah, but like that's a real thing, and I think I was actually gonna send something to Manscaped. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. I thought it was just like
It
what's
said
their whole
skin safe
advertisement?
technology,
Yeah.
but it literally like
safe.
it like gripped in the water and just fucking. I was like,
Oh, so you did it in the water.
yeah, you're
Right,
not
'cause
supposed
that-
to do it. in
That
the
whole
water.
story, I've been waiting, and I'm like, I tried to cut myself. Like,
Yeah, I did the same, man.
yeah, because like I was trimming down there, and I was like, I wonder if these things actually fucking work. So I'm holding it on fucked up angles, trying to get my ball sack jammed in the teeth,
trying to circumcise yourself.
and I'm
Oh my
like, I can't get this thing fucking jammed.
I did the same thing because I bought not a Manscaped, but like a new razor a while ago, and I was like, it had the same thing, like skin safe technology, and I was like, it wouldn't grab, man. It wouldn't fucking grab. Maybe my
No.
sack isn't like thin enough anymore. Maybe it's calloused
Old
over the
man
years.
Oh, that's funny as
No, I think it just got caught on a vein or something.
Oh man, and it
Yeah.
bled for that long too.
It
Fuck, that's
bled for
brutal.
ages. It was revolting. Yeah, I'm very embarrassed to tell that story.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's a good story, man.
I'm pretty lucky. I don't think I've ever fucking bled from down there.
Really? Oh man, I have a fucking story. I don't know. This might be too graphic to tell.
Go.
We can bleep it out if it's too bad. So
Just a long beard.
when I first got this is with Talia actually. When I first got with her years ago, we were like banging and whatever, and must have been on a weird angle or something like that. And oh man, I remember like my dick was like hurting, and I think I like
Oh, she popped your cherry. You-
we might have to bleep this. It might be too graphic. I remember like pulling off the condom and squeezing my dick, and blood just went out the top of it. I'd never gone from like horny to like I was gonna pass out. It was fucking. It makes me sick, man. It makes me sick to think about.
What was it?
I don't know. It must have been like on a weird angle, and it like must have burst a blood vessel or bruised or something like that. And it was just like literally just like of blood, man. Oh, it was fucked, man. It makes me feel sick just thinking about it.
I thought you must have lost your sounding rod down there earlier that day.
Yeah, the glass shattered in my Jap sign, man. Oh, damn. But
It's funny.
then I just took a piss and fucking prayed for the best and woke up the next morning. It was all good. So, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's a classic dude move.
Yeah, just sleep it off.
Yeah. Rogan's got that story where he got kicked in the nuts. He got kicked in the nuts fighting one day, and then he's like, he got home and he was scared. So he
My dick is broken.
Yeah, so he had a wank just to make sure that like cum would come out, and a bit of blood came out. And he's like,
it still works.
yeah, he's like, oh, it still works. I'll just leave it for a couple of days.
That's so hilarious.
Yeah, but I remember when we were at high school, one of my mates was like, he's like, oh, I was fucking this chick, and then like his banjo string snapped, and I was like,
That happened to one of my mates too, dude. Oh my. Should have strummed it too hard.
Yeah.
Damn, that's.
yeah, I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah,
Why?
I've never had that.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet.
Never had that.
Yeah.
It sometimes
It'll
it
get
feels
you.
like it, but
It'll get you, man.
Yeah.
One day.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
kid got bullied in my school. He it got around town that like this chick like tore his dick up because
He got bullied for that.
she just
I wish I got bullied for that. You got so much pussy.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
No,
damn.
apparently, yeah. She sat on him dry, and was just like it wasn't going in, so she just fucking boom.
Oh, man. So it like ripped it.
I don't think she was a light gal either,
Yeah, okay.
and yeah,
That's brutal,
just
man.
ripped. Oh, imagine. I was like, I didn't bully him. I don't think, but like, I was like, this poor dude. I was like, but honestly, from that point, because I was so young and like naive, and I don't think I had sex yet. It was like I was like, oh. Is that like a guy's version of like like getting through the hymen?
Yeah, tearing your hymen. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Tearing
like
your banjo
I was like looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, so when I have sex, this is gonna
tear off. Oh my god, man. That makes me want to like squeeze my dick. It makes me cringe.
Off you go.
You gotta, man. Hold it in.
Wow, this took a turn.
I'm going to get another drink. Does anyone else want one?
No.
All good.
Wait. You two talk again?
But so have you ever been in a fight, Reid?
I'll sit here in silence. No comment.
Other than
Nah,
with
I
your
haven't.
thoughts?
I was punched once. Cowardly.
Yep.
In a coward attack. No, I was like punched by some dude uptown like years ago when I was probably like 20 or 21 or something like that.
In
maybe.
Mackay.
Yeah, Mackay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uptown sounds like you're in a musical or some shit.
Is that not what you guys used to call it? When we were going, if you were going uptown was like what you call it, like and going out.
What are you, like a black dude living in the 70s? Going to uptown? Fuck you.
Well, I was saying the N-word all the time as well. But no, yeah, we'd call it like going uptown, right? So it was Easter, and there was this chick. Well, there's heaps of people wearing fucking bunny ears, and I like did this sneaky fucking spin move and stole this chick's fucking bunny ears, and then I was like wearing them around, and then like this big ranger dude took them off me, and I turned around, I was like, I saw like I know you took like what the fuck, and started sort of not really having to go at him, but I was like, and he was like so much bigger than me. I was just being like a drunk fuckhead. I was like, give me my fucking bunny ears back,
Was that Peter Dance?
No, this dude was like Peter Dum's dad, man. He was gigantic, man. And then I was like going off at him, and then his mate must have seen it and just come and punch me in the face from like the side. And all I can remember was like talking to him and like just down.
Oh, you got knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
And then
you could've died.
one of my mates flogged the fuck out of his.
Oh my
his
God.
mate that did it. Yeah, it was
That's
pretty funny.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you
Shout
ever
out
been
to
coward
Ryder.
punched? Shout out to Ryder.
Yeah, fucking oath, Ryder.
You ever been coward punched?
Nah,
I have.
don't think so.
I have. You have?
You go.
I was a support worker in like last year. I think this happened in like 2022. I just got back from like a working holiday stint and came back and I was doing support work with these clients, and they were over 18. So like our job was to like take them out to retros. And
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's a retro?
Retros is a club in Surfers Paradise.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. And
When you go
uptown.
Yeah, it's when you go boogie uptown.
yeah. So we went to Retros for a little boogie, and it was cool. Retros, they treated all our clients well. I didn't drink, obviously, but the clients, they all got fish bowls and stuff, and it was fucking, what a vibe. And
Fuck yes, they were getting like lit up and shit.
yeah, for free. It was
Hell
fucking
yeah.
sick. Yeah, man. And like, we're there to care
what was
for-
wrong with them? Oh,
Well,
what was
they just had-
what was their ailment?
What,
No,
do,
they
you,
just had
what do you mean by that? Reid?
intellectual disabilities. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So like Down syndrome, autism, things like
And
that.
they can drink.
Yeah, they're adults, bro.
Well, the autism, I understand, but all three of us, I think, are autistic. But.
No, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
they-
Down syndrome can go out and get fucking trash. That's sick.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Go
It was a cool gig, and I was like, as if I'm getting paid for this. Anyways, this guy, he was like dancing sporadically, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll barricade my clients, or like not barricade them, but like stand between them so like he doesn't fucking like lash out. He's fucking being drunk, whatever. And then like over the night, I seen him like looking at my client who has Down syndrome, and I was like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Am I being crazy? Anyways, she, like, people with DS, right? They have have a high emotion. So like they lock eyes with somebody and then they instantly convince themselves that they're in love.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's just
Maybe
part
I
of
have
the
Down syndrome. Yeah, sorry. keep going.
And anyway, so she was looking at him with fucking hungry eyes, and he was looking at her with hungry eyes, and I was like, "What is going on here?" Anyways, I tell her this is inappropriate. Like, you need to go. She got pissed at me. She went up to the booth. I then like didn't worry about him. I was like, whatever. And then she was sitting up there, and then he was looking at went over and was looking at her, and I was like, what the hell? Went up to him, spoke to him. I said, mate, she has a disability. Like, that's my client. You need to walk away. Like, this is inappropriate. And he's like, oh, I just want to like get involved or something. And I'm like,
Did he have a disability?
no.
Okay.
It gets juicy.
Not all disabilities are visible.
Exactly. But it gets juicy. So like,
Micropenis.
he was like, oh, I just want to get involved. I was like, what?
Yeah, wow.
He's like, I want her number. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, honestly, I will call security. Please leave. That is my client. And then his friends race over. And they're like, oh, bro, sorry. Like, he's just drunk. Like, it's his Bucks party. I'm like,
It's
I
his
don't-
box.
I don't care. Can't, like, just go.
One last
just
hurrah.
go. I was like, I don't care. Just go. And then, anyways, we're like back on the D floor. Like, don't worry about it. He's gone. Then, not like 5-7 minutes later, I'm on the dance floor with my client, like being a goofball. I fucking feel this presence behind me. He fucking grabs my shoulder, spins me around, and fucking sucker punches me in the face. I'm like, what the hell? Holding him back. All this like
God,
bit of scuffle. His friends come over, rip him off me, and like I didn't throw any punches at him, but like, oh man.
But he was like, let me have her.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? But
She loves me.
yeah, and then we like went through like it's all settled in court and stuff like that. But yeah, still,
went to court and
Still
everything,
fuck
yeah.
you. Yeah, well, it was the strangest thing because like it went to a mediation, like judiciary court. So it was his first ever offense.
Yeah, okay.
And like first ever time like being charged. So then what the defense can do within that is like they can request a mediation. So basically that just means that they go through a process. He has to pay X amount as far as what I've deemed the punishment, I guess. I don't know how much it has cost me in emotional value. I don't know whether like being sucker punched at work. Like it's a weird feeling. And then, but not only that, but like defending off predatory behavior. And anyways, got settled. He paid me, and then like we got on like this mediation call, and then like he apologized to me. Like he had to write out this whole script, and he's like,
Yeah, that's cringe.
Just like, oh, you know, you misheard me, and so I'm like, misheard you? What the fuck, gun? Anyways, yeah, apparently it ruined his life, and I kind of feel good about it.
Wow, man. He ruined his life.
Like
I
it
don't
destroyed him
wanna say
because
that.
the police like they had to find him.
Yeah.
Like they fucking knocked on his door, and like people were all sus on him around town, I guess.
I don't know, man. If and maybe this is just gonna point out how much of a piece of shit I am and my friends are. But if one of my friends was trying that hard to bang a chick with Down syndrome, I think we should just pay him out for the rest
Constantly.
of his life.
Constantly.
right?
That's probably why his life is ruined.
Yeah, that's what ruined his
You
life.
can't-
The court case says no, it's just like, man, my mates will not stop bullying me.
Yeah. I think he still got married.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That story was a real downer.
How long are you waiting to fucking stop that?
Yeah, right. No, so that and but I'm a victim, so
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want now,
I can do whatever I want.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, no, the story that I was going to tell, the only thing I can think of was in like grade 2 or 3 or something. This kid picked up a log and hit me over the head with it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he knocked me out and like, I don't remember if this part's true, but there was some sort of like talk going around. Mum, correct me if I'm fucking wrong, but there was like suspected minor brain damage or something.
With you,
Wait.
Yeah. So then I got pulled out of that school and sent to like a private school where I developed the stigma that I can fight.
Everyone's like, he had to leave his last school because of a fight.
that is crazy
probably
though.
it.
What a fucking skits.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Picked up a log.
Then I played footy like a few years later with him and he just acted like
Nothing
was
ever
sweet,
happened.
nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Hey, look, I was a child.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we all did dumb shit when we were kids, man.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that your mum listens to this podcast. So,
Yeah.
what's her name?
Not telling.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Whose name?
Just missing for what I've said so far. Yeah,
Oh, your
don't listen
mum's
to the
name?
dick bit.
No, yeah. That'll be her favourite bit of this whole podcast.
She'll love my MILF bit.
Yeah. So, is there anything else to add about the show? You guys...
Well, are you signing off or
No,
something?
no. I just feel like the point of this pod was like to promote the show and then we just keep shooting off on these tangents, which is good.
Well, we're trying to promote the show.
Yeah.
This is the kind of riffraff.
Exactly.
Funny guys.
Yeah. Do you guys what sort of comedians do you guys listen to? Do you listen to like the edgier shit?
Carl Barron. About as edgy as I go. No, yeah, fucking. Oh man, honestly, I haven't really listened to too much comedy in the last couple of years. Really,
Oh, really?
a couple of like the big specials and stuff that have come out, but not a huge amount. I mean, Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, fucking Bill Burr are probably like my top 3, I reckon. Then like lately with like the newer guys that have been coming out, obviously Gillis is like
Yeah.
up there. Gillis, Mark Norman, fucking Sam Morril, Joe List. Joe List is probably my favorite out of the lot. I reckon he's fucking good as. But yeah, I don't know. I like the New York comedians, man. That's like really my style.
Yeah. I think because all those newer people that you just said, the last maybe 6 months or so, I've real taken a turn, especially on the podcast and shit, and some bits that I'm doing on stage of just saying gay and retard and shit like that. Because I'm just like,
It's back.
yeah, I reckon it is, eh?
I think it
And
is,
there's
man.
there's
gives
still
a fuck,
people like so many times I'll do that retard bit and I'll just see 1 or 2 comedians at the back of the room just fucking like, you can't say that, and I'm like, can't.
yeah.
The crowd just said I can fucking say it.
Not only the crowd, but like literally the word comedy is like means taking the piss. If we can't take the piss, then it's not comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm working on this great N-word bit that I'm going to trying to bring back. But
Debut 17th of
It's
September.
gonna be your
that'll
closer of the
be
show.
my closing bit at the festival show. So
No,
Go
but
out
I
with a
guess my top ones that I watch, like it depends. Like if a new special comes out, like I just watched fucking Greg Fitzsimmons' new special.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Like watching those guys and like Adam Sandler's new special.
oh, yeah, I've been wanting to see that too.
Like all this shit, bro. Like the access we have, just like as comedians, to like watch like people's writing and like how basic their bits are, but like how fucking funny they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
know,
just
yeah.
like you just reflect. You're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I could have come up with that, but I can't.
Isn't that the funniest thing? I think I noticed that most once I started doing comedy as well. Is that you'd watch a special and someone does a joke and you're like, man, I've heard like shithouse open micers like me do jokes like that,
Yeah.
but they just don't have the charisma and the
Yep.
energy and the timing and shit behind it.
Yeah.
Like, because
Wonder
a
how-
good comedian can make an average joke great,
For
Yeah.
sure.
but
But I've been loving
Not bad.
like watching like comics that do like a lot of crowd work.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
Phil Haney.
oh yeah,
Phil Haney.
Yeah, I think I've seen him.
Hanley, right?
Hanley. Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil Hanley. Fucking what a dude. Like that guy can crowd work his fucking ass off. It's fucking really dope. And then there's this another page you should follow. It's called Two Comics on a Bench. It's these 2 black New York comedians, and they just sit there and they just list off like the crazy shit. And then like one of the comedians, I think his name's Greer Barnes or something like that. He's just like, nah, like it's funny back and forth. he just says some like real outlandish shit, and he's like, they all laugh. Just two comics on a bench. It's actually, it's so basic and so fucking funny.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Two comics on a bench.
Check it out.
Do you guys think, like if you say, because I know you're running a retard bit at the moment as well, if you, when you say that, do you think you're more nervous about how the crowd's going to react or the other comedians are going to act?
I don't really give a fuck about the other comedians, really.
Really?
I'm more concerned about the crowd, because if they don't like it, it's not my closing bit.
Yeah.
It's like fucking the third of the way through my set. I'm like, all right, well, here comes the rest of my set that you aren't going to like.
Yeah. I voice messaged you guys after I did that at Goodchat when I fully committed to my retard bit, went full T-Rex arm just to silence.
Oh my God. I don't do any act out in my bit, man.
Hey,
I think
you're
it's
not
what it's
fucking
missing,
better than
Reid.
me.
It's what it's missing.
Yeah, maybe it needs that. Fuck it.
You can draw on a fucking shower fucking wall.
Yeah.
You can do a T-Rex arm, dude.
I don't know if I want to, but, you know, someone has to do it. So I'm glad Jimmy's taking the lead on that.
I'll bring it.
Fucking hell. So do you care what other comedians are going to think?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that like
I'd care if I got like not booked and shit like that, but I wouldn't give a fuck what other
I'm not getting
me's in the scene. Yeah, exactly.
fucking shoot for it, boys. Any chance I get.
No, I don't know. I think most of my thing is, the other comedians at the back just judging the fuck out of you going, you can't say that shit.
Yeah, but then you watch them go up and fucking bomb.
Yeah,
and it's like,
exactly.
Eat a dick. Can't.
And that's what I've started to realize is like, we can say it. Like, whether or not the crowd agrees with you, that's another thing. But fucking, I'm the one up there firing the shot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and
Take
I
risks,
think,
man.
I think you're better for it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're better for it. You show the crowd like, I don't give a fuck. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's the other little word that I had to have to myself. I'm like, these people are coming to watch people say shit that they're not allowed to say. So fucking...
You came to a comedy show.
Exactly. Give 'em a
Surprise,
show.
surprise. It was, you got offended.
Yeah. If they go home and I've just done fucking 12 bits about coffee, like, they'll be like, that was shit. We wanted to hear about fucking homos and retards.
Well, that's another one, man. I'm like, can we joke about homeless people yet? Like, have we come back along that
You
road?
can't say homeless.
No.
Why not, man?
The
unhoused.
unhoused.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Right,
man.
now we've got to delete this whole podcast.
No, speaking of homeless,
They're not going to watch it. No, they might, because they go to the library and they watch fucking YouTube and porn at the library.
the homeless?
Porn at the library.
Yeah. I used to see it all the time, man. I'd be in fucking for real, man.
In Mackay?
In Mackay, I'd go to like the library to like do an assignment or whatever like that, and they'd be
Isn't
like,
everyone homeless in Mackay?
No, we've got so few homeless people that you know them by name.
Bro.
Like, there's fucking Poo Dread over there.
Literally.
That's a bit I've been like trying to work on, but then I'm like, I don't know, that's too mean. to
What did you
call
say?
that. All right, so basically what I've been trying to work on this bit that's about like Mackay had so few homeless people that you knew them by name compared to here, and be like, oh look, there's fucking Poo Dread over there.
Poo Dread.
Poo Dread, like
Dread.
dreadlock.
Oh,
Poo
right,
dreadlock. But then I'm like, is that too mean to do that? Like, there's more to the joke than just that. But
I'm sure there's no homeless people in the crowd. They won't get offended.
yeah, well, true. Yeah,
And that's another thing. People get offended on other people's behalf.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Sorry, I just thought of another story.
You're a grown adult. Yeah, go shoot, Jimmy.
Just fucking remembering you messaging us that night saying you got chased in the valley by a homeless.
Fuck, man. Cody was there. Cody
really?
had just abandoned me, man.
God, I was crying.
That was
Just
actually
picturing you.
fucking terrifying, man. That's karma on me for the fucking... Maybe I should be like, hey,
you screaming. Ah!
Just picturing you running through the streets.
It was honestly
Did you
terrifying.
blow your rape whistle?
I was whistling like that. Someone save me. That's what I was so scared.
You clearly didn't bomb your set. Otherwise, if you did bomb, you'd just lay down and go fucking
Yeah,
kill
but
me.
like, just take me, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I feel like that is a strategy. If someone's like threatening your life, just like give them an
means
outpour.
nothing.
Just give them just dump all your trauma onto them. Like, no worries. Like, no one loved me. Like, just fucking make them
And then
really
he's just
sad about.
stabbing me. I'm like, yeah, my life's so... Yeah, that's
that would have been legit so scary though. Like, The amount of times I've been so scared of that happening in the valley.
Oh, yeah,
just
man.
because you have to park down those seedy like side streets and shit.
Yeah. And then he was like loitering near my car.
Oh,
it took me like a while to get back in. I had to like lure him down. It was like a game, man. I had to like lure him away and then double back and jump in my car, lock the doors, and fucking speed off down the road.
Fuck that.
See, now I have homeless trauma, so I feel like I should be allowed to make jokes about homeless people.
No,
Yeah.
They fucked with me, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should be able to fuck with them back.
Absolutely. Respect.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about unhoused. I'm talking about homeless, degenerate.
Drug
Yeah.
addicts.
Yeah, can I say this? That's what I mean. Can you say it? I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But what sort of dreams and aspirations do you guys have coming up since you asked me?
Oof. Well,
None.
I'm getting some things on the like started up. Obviously, we got our show going on, which is like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's a pretty fucking big deal to me. I think it's really cool. Like, we've made the opportunity for ourselves. Like, I mean, you were the ideas man behind it, but it's like,
I'm the leader.
it's like what do we talk about like when we're open mics? It's like, fuck, this is shit. And it's like, man, we always dream about having a show. So it's like, it's really cool that I mean, we've been friends doing comedy for fucking 2-3 years now.
Yeah, probably like 3 years, man.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's perfect timing.
Hopefully, eventually, I can come into this friendship circle as well.
Yeah, if you crushed at the show, then maybe.
Also, to any open mic room runners watching this, I appreciate all the spots that you guys give us. and
No,
everything you
it's
do.
great, but
I
like,
love them, man.
you know, they're not fucking, they're not all retards. They understand that it's fucking, that it's a fucking, that it's a hit and a miss sometimes. But
It makes you better though, I reckon, man.
oh,
Like,
totally.
Yeah.
you gotta, like, man, I went to fucking Apra Surf, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, with Clint, and it was fucking when you were MCing, man. So it was a pretty rough night, man. And I like got up and I was just fucking, like you were saying before, just sort of riffing a little bit, talking to the crowd, fucking around, whatever. Managed to have like a pretty good set, and I was like, it was fucking shit. Like, I didn't do well, but it was still fun. I still had a good time. And then Clint went up straight after me, and because he's like so new still, he just had a bad set basically. And then like on the drive home, he was like fucking devastated. And I was like driving, I was like, who gives a fuck, man? It was like, it was a cruisy set. You know?
Giving him a pep talk.
Yeah. And I was like, it's funny how like you eventually get so callous from the bad sets that you're like, it doesn't matter.
You do, eh?
Yeah,
totally.
I've bombed so many times, so it's fucking.
So I mean, every time I go over the Gateway Bridge, I like look over at the Brisbane skyline. I'm like, oh, I've bombed so many fucking times in that city, like over that city.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I think you got to, eh? There was a patch there where I was just doing good gigs, and I stopped myself again because when I first started out, I was watching like these bigger names that we see on lineups, and then I was at a couple of gigs where they, like, it almost looked like they were struggling because the crowd just wasn't into it, and I'm like, oh, fucking, how's that happening? And then when I started to get these bigger spots, and I stopped doing like the bad open mics, as Kody said,
Which ones are they?
and then
No comment.
and then I noticed myself like struggling in the big rooms as well, just because I like lost that ability to just fucking brush it off and keep moving forward and shit. So now I had to like make a promise to myself. I'm like, all right,
You got to do them,
one shitty room a fortnight.
Yeah,
just go
totally.
and fucking.
And the thing is, man, sometimes the shitty rooms end up being like fun as fuck,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, for
So it's
sure.
like, that's the thing, it's like, any room can be a shitty room because it's sometimes the audience is kind of shit,
Yeah.
or like there's not many people there, and like there's only comics who aren't listening, and shit, which, you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, I think you need to do it because, man, remember when you were like starting out and fucking, you would like halfway through your set and then someone like spills a drink or there's like a ding 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 noise and you're like, and you're like, and just keep talking over the noise. You don't acknowledge it. You don't pause. You don't do anything, and you completely fuck your set because of it. And then like you need that kind of shit to make you realize like, oh, if something's going on, you kind of just need to stop and let it finish or whatever, and then continue.
Or point it out. Or
Point it out, talk, make a joke about it, do something, acknowledge it at least.
Yeah. It's so bad when someone doesn't acknowledge something going on in the room,
Yeah.
and they're like stuck to their set. And it's just like, you just let that
I love it,
go,
man.
bro.
I love when
Yeah.
someone's just talking through the silence. They're not even
it's-
leaving a pause.
bro.
Punchline that is fucking.
Fucked.
Yeah, it's
That's good.
It's crazy how you like slowly learn that and shit, eh? And like how you just when you first start out, you're watching these cunts and you're like, how are they doing this? And now like, I don't know if you guys get it because you're a dog shit, but like, like the newer guys in the scene coming up to you after what I feel like I've just bombed
man.
my dick off,
Yeah.
and they're like, that was fucking crazy,
Isn't
man. And I'm
that
like,
hilarious?
and I'm like, dude, I just bombed. They're like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, can't. Fucking come watch a good bit.
That's
and then
so funny that we're now the guys that we looked up to a little bit when we first started out, that we were like, oh, you're so good. And they're like, I'm bombing at the fucking open play.
And this was part of the little chat I had to myself a few weeks ago. Like, because we message each other all the time in the group chat going, this fucking sucks. I just fucking bombed this.
The amount
this
of depressive voice notes I get.
And it's like, fuck, this is the fun part of comedy. And then to sit there and look back over the last 2 years and go, oh, okay, I'm slowly progressing, although it still feels like dog shit. So much further, like fucking making money doing comedy and shit like that. It's crazy.
I would have thought.
Wait, what was the both of your worst gigs ever?
The one that's cemented in my brain, I was probably 3 or 4 months in, and it was at a it's not shitting on the room, but it was at a Drop Bear gig when he did Manly Deck. I don't know if you guys did that, but it was just 5 elderly women in the front table to the stage, and
at least they were up the front.
Yeah,
they could have.
I wish they fucking weren't, because I got up there. All my jokes were dog shit at the start. I was saying shit I probably shouldn't have been saying. Their face expressions did not change from the start of my set to the end, and I'm like I think it was because they're right there and I could see, and I'm just like, can't. There's no one else I can look at in the room, and it's just burnt into my brain.
So was it just silence the whole set?
Yeah. I fucking should have stopped comedy then.
I mean, I've had so many. It's hard to pick, but I think
surely there's an outlier. Like there's one that you're like, I really
there is, and it's
one.
like, I couldn't really give a shit, but it's like when I lived up in Airlie Beach and I did those Mackay gigs.
Oh yeah,
bro, and I was going up stage, fucking I listened back to some of those sets and I'm just like, how the fuck did I fucking do this? This is fucking and
you were doing 20-minute headlines.
I did a fucking they booked me for a headline spot. I got paid $200 to do a headline spot at that fucking place.
Yeah,
and
that's so funny.
Yeah, and then because I did a bunch of gigs before that as well, and the lady that heckled me the first few times that I went up on that stage, she was there, and it was just I don't know, bro. And then I like kept going back to her, and then like the references, and then I like ended up calling her. I was like, "Shut up, bitch!" And then like everyone just fucking turned away, and I was like, "Oh, I thought, oh, all right."
I hate when that happens, man. When you
It
lose your cool a little bit at someone, but everyone else in the crowd isn't on board. So then they're like, "Oh, you're actually an asshole," and you're like, "Wasn't she annoying you?" But she's not annoying anyone but you.
Yeah. And then I think I was on tour as well with Anna, and I did a gig there. And then at the end, I opened the show, I fucking bombed my face off. And then at the end of the show, I signed a poster.
Hell yeah.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Why? Because everybody else was signing it. Yeah. And the person was like, oh, I guess you should probably sign it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh. But yeah, no, it was those gigs were fucking death.
Yeah. I speaking about calling people out in the crowd and then feeling shitty about it. So Nikita had a chat to me and she's like, why don't you start ripping on people in the crowd? Because that's when you're funny in our personal life.
Nikita.
And in my work environment and shit. It's just when I roast cunts for being stupid fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So at the end of my evolution joke that I do now, I get the funny laugh at the end, and then I just call out some fucking lonely loser in the crowd, and I'm like, you look like you tried to suck your own dick right before the show. Normally gets a big laugh. I did it at the Distillery Road gig that I emceed last time. And I just called out this fucking old cunt in the crowd, and it got it was an okay laugh, but it was nothing compared to what I have been getting with it. And then Adrian, that I used to do the podcast with, he was at the show. He's like, why were you so mean to that old man? I'm like, cunt, I thought Nikita told me to fucking do it, all right? She's my ghostwriter.
So my wife's told me to do crowd work.
Yeah.
You want to yell anything out?
What's your worst bomb?
Oh, man, my one was pretty bad. So I'd probably only done maybe 5 gigs at this point. And I got fucking... I'd done a few gigs before COVID, and this was probably my second or third gig back from COVID. And this chick in Mackay who was this arty chick or something like that must have saw my set and then asked me to perform at this poetry event.
Yeah, right.
And in my head I was like, oh yeah, poetry, it'll be a bunch of young, cool, hip people doing poetry and shit. I was like, yeah, righty, I'll get up and do my set. And all she asked me was to not say retarded, I think. It's my joke. I used to say retarded him. I've come full circle. I'm back to saying retarded on stage. So I was like, yeah, all right, I can do that. I'll sub in something else. Meanwhile, I had like some other like race jokes. I had a bunch of terrible jokes when I started, man. So I'm at this like poetry event, and I'm supposed to be like the halftime entertainment, man. And it's just like families and like 70-year-old men that are doing like bush poetry about like gum leaves and shit, man. Like it was so not the place for me to just stand up, man. And then I got, and there's like, yeah, like there's enough people there, probably like 50 people there, but like tables of like families and shit like that. And I got up and started doing like my gear. And I used to have a joke about like, I can't even remember what the joke is, but it was basically about a joke about like Michael Jackson molesting little boys and shit. And man, I walked an entire table out. Like I think I cleared like half the room. Man. Like it was such a big bomb. And fucking, I'd only just started dating Talia. That was the first show that I think she came and watched me do. And she was doing poetry. She fucking, like, she hasn't really done it in a while, but she used to do poetry. So she was performing poetry. But she also bombed. Like, her poem was, like, about, like, being suicidal and, like, wanting to kill yourself. And it was, like, fucking so fucking rough.
Wasn't trying to get laughs.
No. She probably got more laughs than I did.
I just picture you guys getting back to the car and you just being like, what the fuck was that shit?
And then, you know what?
Just pinning it on her.
You know what? Then I think, yeah, we must have walked back because it was like near my house. We walked back the next morning to like pick up my car, and someone had like smashed or smudged a fucking Big Mac burger all over my window.
No
and I was like,
way.
I wonder if that was someone that saw my set.
That's fucked.
I was like, this guy was so bad, he deserves this fucking thing. But yeah, it was rough. It was probably,
Talk about a power couple.
actually, fuck, I've done way worse gigs than that now that I think about it.
There is
I
heaps,
did another one, man. This was another real bad one. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this rural pub in Mackay. Like rural as it gets. Like every guy in there's wearing a Kubra and like a work shirt and footy shorts, like thongs. I wore like the clothes like this. I was like the fanciest dressed guy there. And then I was like doing my set, and it was just silence, and I was like reading it off my book, and then this dude walks past and like grabs the mic and fucking talks into the mic and fucking
way.
spills his drink over my notes. It was fucking brutal. And then I just continued on with my set, and then afterwards I was like standing there talking to some dude I went to school with who was there at the pub because he's a fucking farmer dude. And then that dude come back up to me. He's like, man, the funniest bit was when I grabbed the mic and fucking it was like a knife through my heart, man. That was probably like my 8th set.
Oh
It was,
my
like,
God.
fucking brutal, man.
And you continue to do it.
Yeah, I like could have killed myself that night.
Yeah.
It was that bad. I was like, maybe I'll just drive through a cane paddock and hit a harvester or something.
Talia, can I borrow your suicide poetry book? Oh, that's funny.
I did a set at Goodchat, and I was like, I sort of got accidentally put into the group chat. I think I've told you
I think, yeah,
because
rings a
Kody
bell.
Grimsey was on the lineup.
Yeah.
And
What a mistake.
yeah, right.
We actually were supposed to get Kody Grimsey for the festival show that we're running as well. So we just had to stick with you.
But like he got added, and then I got added to the chat, and I was like, this is an accident. I definitely didn't, and I was like, I'm not even questioning it. I just put in, keen as like into the chat. And I could just see Jake's fucking, oh no. But anyways, I rock up to the gig.
Wait, what night was it?
This was a Wednesday night.
Okay,
at Goodchat.
Wednesday. Yeah, right.
Yeah, unheard of for me to get those gigs.
Hell yeah.
And then I rock up, and like I brought friends along, my brother and his girlfriend, a chick I was seeing at the time, and then she brought friends, and like the whole night there was this group. They were upstairs before, and then they were like super obnoxious, like being fucking super loud and already fucking drinking heaps. And anyways, I was like, these guys aren't coming into the show, are they? Anyways, fair enough. They come into the show. There's probably like 12 of them.
Jeez, man.
All these there were minors. And I think Cameron Duggan was emceeing that night. And he was supposed to, like, an MC was supposed to do 10 off the top. He did like 30 minutes off the top trying to quieten these dudes down and like get it settled so they could bring up the first act. I think it was Chris Martin was the first act.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And anyways, these fucking 12 minors guys, they were like midweek bender. They must obviously off work. They all from around Australia. They all met in Brisbane to come to the show. And they were
a disaster.
They were just
like, what a disaster.
They were heckling. They were fucking.
A group of men is not a good thing.
It was a nightmare. And apparently they spent like $600 like before like the break.
Yeah.
They spent $600 plus on drinks, and so they were fucking lit off their head. They were butting in, like fucking, telling. They were like predicting punchlines.
I hate
to people.
that, man, yeah.
And so I'm at the back. Daniel Powers is fucking talking shit to them as well, like from the green room.
Damien Powers.
Yeah. And
Or quite similar.
bleep that out. No, but Damien Powers, like, he's like, oh yeah, make the fucking show about you, eh? Like fucking, and it was like, I was like, I went and told my brother, I was like, hey dude, like, he was over next to like the stairs that you go down and then at Goodchat, and I was like, you guys are gonna have to probably move, like, someone's gonna fucking get thrown out here. Anyways, they suffered through that whole first half, and then all 12 of them, they went upstairs for the first on the break. And then Jake basically, just told him that they're not allowed back in.
Oh, nice. Wait, so you were in the second half?
Yeah, I was in the second half. And so through that first half, I was like thinking, like coming up with jokes, because I was like, oh no, like men, my
You're gonna get torn to
my
shreds.
kryptonite, dude. What are you talking about? So I was like, I had all these jokes like in the back of my head, like, oh, I'm glad all my mum's boyfriends could make it tonight. And
Nice.
like, all my boyfriends. And then
Both are good.
yeah. And then, so I get up on stage, they're not allowed in. So 12 people have left. Then it's my friends and like a few other people scattered around the room, but there's this massive hole there. And I was like, had all this gear to like rip into them, show them that I wasn't afraid of them. They weren't in there. And everyone was just like, what is this fucking...
So what'd you do? Just bomb?
He just got up and went, everyone put your hands together for Kody Grimsey.
It was a nightmare. Yeah. I know that was a long story, but like, yeah, it was fucking...
No,
That was so shit. And unprecedented. Like, honestly, Jake Smith was like, I've been running this room for 8 years. Never have I ever had to do that. And I was like, why tonight?
Oh, because the bigger the group of men is, the worse it gets.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Especially
crazy.
minors that like think that they're funny.
And they got heaps of money because they don't even need to be funny. They have money, right?
Yeah.
So it's like people
And like,
just
all of
laugh at them
us
because
are
they're
like scrawny, fucking emotional men getting
Yeah.
up on stage, like performing our theater.
rich. Yeah, literally the
and they're
gayest
just
thing.
fucking
100%.
taking the piss, and it's like, and like Cameron, like he was just choking up. He's like, look, I feel like a fucking school teacher right now. Just he's like, I know you can beat me up.
Yeah. I had this chat out the back of Hoda like a few weeks ago, and all the comedians on the lineup, they're like, it was one of the nights where it was just people up from Sydney and Melbourne and shit, and I was like the local boy on the lineup, and they were all going around the room. They're like, oh, who's your demographic that you like struggle to connect with the most? And I'm like, guys my age, like around that age, and they're like, oh, that's weird. Like that should be your demographic that you narrow in on. And I'm like, yeah, but like if I saw some homo up on stage just fucking crying about how depressed he is and shit, I'd rip on that cunt as well. And they're
Absolutely.
like, good point.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we should wrap this up, boys. You guys got anything to plug over the next week or two?
Well,
Other than the show, obviously.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got MTL 12 coming up. emceeing that. That's a fucking big deal. It's a fucking big, real big pay-per-view. The return of Brendan Spain. He's a fucking monster in the ring. And then I will hopefully have a fucking fight podcast coming out pretty soon. I'm working with a studio at Focal House in Burleigh. And yeah.
Sweet.
Should have that coming out in the next probably month or so.
Fuck yeah. I've got an assignment due in 4 weeks. My final uni assignment. That's a big one.
And finish that N-word joke for the show.
Yeah, get that homeless people. That had some legs. That got something out of you, Sue. Nah, I got your fucking show. When's that?
Oh, yeah, you're on the next one, eh?
Yeah, when is that? I should probably know.
22nd of September, Distillery Road.
22nd of September. Put that in your diaries.
Yeah.
17th of September. Remember that one?
Good chat.
What about you, Jimmy? You got anything to plug?
Yeah, I plugged all my shows on Tuesday, but Nanango and Roma this weekend. Come check it out.
If you're in the air.
If you're in the area.
anyone who listens lives in Roma.
I know I have a heavy listener base in Nanango and Roma, so come check out the shows.
on
And then,
out.
yeah, same shit. Good chat 17th, Distillery Road 22nd. And fucking who knows what else is coming.
Thanks, Jimmy Misson, for giving us a platform.
No
Yeah,
worries.
And yeah, constantly working hard, bro. It's sick seeing those upload notifications. I don't watch it, but it's sick seeing the notifications that you've uploaded.
It's
some
good
new
to
shit.
see that you're still going.
Yeah,
dude.
that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Consistency.
That's
I'm,
it.
I'm the most consistent on the scene.
Oh,
Let's go with that.
absolutely.
But yeah, no, I appreciate it. So share the episode around. buy tickets to the show or fucking tell someone that you know to buy tickets to the show. And hopefully we can sell this bitch out, eh?
Yeah, I reckon we can do it.
Yeah.
Plug Instas.
Yeah, off you go.
I think mine's Reid Willoughby 93. I'm pretty sure.
At
Reid Willoughby 93.
And mine's at Kody Maverick on Instagram. Fuck yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, all right. Too easy. Thanks for listening, boys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And see you later.
So yeah.
Retard.
Can't get any